happy Easter Sunday for those of you who celebrate it. It was a very, very nice Saturday night for Senator Bernie Sanders. He won big in Washington State, he won big in Alaska, and he won big in Hawaii. The numbers are pretty startling. Washington State, he won by 45 points over Hillary Clinton, 72% to 27%. Alaska, he won by 60 points. He won 81% to 18%. Hawaii, 40-point victory. He won 69% to 30%. Now, not all of the delegates have been allocated. Many in Washington State, which has the biggest delegate haul, haven't been allocated. In English, that just means the numbers aren't final yet. The numbers are going to go up for Bernie Sanders. So 538, which is Nate Silver's blog, so far has given Bernie Sanders 98 delegates from last night, and Hillary Clinton 32 delegates. That puts the total pledged delegate comparison, Hillary Clinton at 1,261 delegates, and Bernie Sanders at 1,031 delegates. That's a 230 delegate difference. In the beginning of the night before the primaries, Bernie Sanders was closer to down by 300. So it's a big difference. In response to the victory, Bernie Sanders kind of talked about, why he's now in his territory, the next couple states. He acknowledged, quote, the Deep South is a very conservative part of the country for these big three victories. So he's got momentum, and Wisconsin could be a good night for him. Right now in the polls, the two polls I saw, Hillary was up. One poll she was up by 5 points, and the other poll, actually, Bernie was up by 1 point. So it's very close in Wisconsin, and Bernie could obviously take the lead in the next couple polls. I want to talk about the superdelegates, because I've been getting a lot of tweets, comments about the fact that TV news is showing comparisons of delegates, including the superdelegates, which gives Hillary a gigantic lead, because by and large, the superdelegates have all put in their vote for her. So I'll tell you why I think they're doing this. Number one, don't even bother with the superdelegate count. It doesn't matter. If you remember, in 2008, at this time, Hillary Clinton had more superdelegates than Barack Obama. When Barack Obama closed the gap and took the lead in pledged delegates, they started trickling over to Barack Obama. That's actually what put him over the top to get the nomination. He didn't have enough pledged delegates. The superdelegates put him over the top. So it doesn't matter, superdelegates. Why I think TV news is showing comparisons between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, including the superdelegates, is by and large, the TV news does not like Bernie Sanders. They don't like his message. It's not good for their owners. They want to basically frame what's going on as, Hillary's inevitable. She basically got this wrapped up. I think if they're going to show the comparisons, including the superdelegates, they need to then, the anchor should say, but in terms of pledged delegates, it's much closer. They don't do that. Why do I think that is? Again, I mentioned the parent companies. Let's look at Hillary Clinton's campaign, Hillary Clinton's career, which bodes from 1996 all the way to today, when she was first a senator in 2000, and obviously today running for president. The number 7 donor to Hillary Clinton in her career is Time Warner Cable. Time Warner is the parent company of CNN. They've given her over $400,000. So again, the number 7 donor of Hillary Clinton's career is Time Warner, which owns CNN. Now, does CNN ever disclose that during debates, during segments? No, they don't. On the NBC and MSNBC side, Comcast owns NBC and MSNBC. And just last year, while Hillary Clinton was running for office, Comcast Executive Vice President David Cohen hosted a fundraiser for her, the maximum amount fundraiser, a $2,700 per plate fundraiser. You think NBC or MSNBC during their town halls, debates, segments mention that their parent company is hosting fundraisers for Hillary Clinton? No. And it's very frustrating, particularly when a candidate, whether it's a candidate I or you like, when a candidate has a big night, it's misleading to then be showing the count as he's still down by 700 delegates, because he's not. He's now down 230 pledged delegates. It's not going to change. This is how the corporate media works. This is why I hope you're watching me, Cenk, and the rest of the Young Turks crew. Now I want to get into real quickly the Sunday shows. Bernie Sanders won 3 states last night. He won them all big by over 30 points. He won by 60 points. Is there conditions for you to support her?
Right now, I am running to become president of the United States, and I hope very much, Chuck, that you will be asking her that question.
I understand that, and I will the next time I have her. But are there conditions for your support of her if she's nominated?
It's too early to talk about that. Right now, we have a lot of momentum. We're focusing on Wisconsin, New York State. We have a path to victory. We are going to win.
Both Beat the Press and ABC's This Week didn't find it important enough that Bernie Sanders won 3 states last night in very, very convincing manners. Didn't find it important enough to actually cover that and dedicate a segment to it until a half hour into the program.
So you won big out there in those 3 states. You're still way behind in the delegate count. But does that, what does this mean for the race? Does this mean you are absolutely going through the...
Jonathan, what it means is we won 3 landslides last night. We won 6 out of 7 contests in the last 11 days. We've cut Secretary Clinton's lead by a third during that period of time.
That is, for so many reasons, bullshit and ridiculous, really. The bottom line is I understand Donald Trump rates very well, but your job, first and foremost, is to inform the public of the news. The most important news today in the election world is Bernie Sanders crushed Hillary Clinton in 3 states. They thought it more important to start with Donald Trump versus Ted Cruz and the whole wife battle. The fact that they're not even telling the audience what happened for 30 minutes is media malpractice. And that's why I'm at the Young Turks. I used to work at Fox, I used to work at MSNBC, and stuff like that really, really made me livid. And I'm very happy to be somewhere where, yes, the Young Turks is obviously pro-Bernie, but, we're going to tell you the news. If Hillary had a big night like that, we're not going to tell you a half hour into the show. So, there's a lot of, I think, misleading things going on, and hopefully Bernie's momentum will basically cancel all that out, but we'll see. Again, I'll be doing some reporting in New York this week, and then we're going to Wisconsin for the next primary. Check out our latest videos at youtube.com/TYTpolitics. We have a great one where I spoke to some European students, and let's just say they're terrified of the possible President Donald Trump. Again, youtube.com/TYTpolitics. Thanks for watching. This is Jordan with TYT.